after I wipe it down with the mineral spirits, I'll come back over it with another rag of water. This way I can neutralize it. Allow that to kind of dry a little bit while I set up the pump and everything. So with the mineral spirits or the paint thinner, it evaporates really quickly, so it's not going to stay around. However, it does leave a little bit of a residue, so I do want to use a damp, wet cloth to kind of clean up that residue before I lay down my new paint.
Thanks for the likes.
All right, so thanks for the likes, appreciate it. Okay. So. All right. Now it's going to neutralize. Wipe off any kind of residue that the thinner or the mineral spirits is going to leave behind. Kind of like a, wax on, wax off. You know? So if you're just joining me, I'm basically going to be painting this newly installed garage door to match the existing one over there. You can see, wiping it down, cleaning any kind of residues, oils, anything like that off of the door. This way it doesn't interfere with our new coat of paint. And I'm going to let this kind of dry while I set up my pump. So. All right.
Tide can handle it even in cold. Plus, if fans join in, they can save.
So I'm just going to be using a small pump with a small fine finish spray tip. So low pressure. So I'm just going to be using a small pump with a small fine finish spray tip. So low pressure. So I'm just using my Magnum XP. And here I got about a 50-foot hose. I like to use this pump on doors, garage doors, front doors, security doors, just small little jobs where I'm using a small tip and not too high a pressure. It's really easy to maintenance.
King Tony asked what spray tip you're using.
Okay, so I'm going to be using two spray tips actually. They'll both be fine finished, low pressure. My first one will be a 208 so that I could do the edges of the garage door so that I'm not caking on too much paint where the rubber stripping is. I don't want it to stick to the garage door. And then I'll switch out to a 514 and I'll do the whole rest of the door with that. So just follow with me and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So first I'm going to set up my pump. Let me get my 5-in-1. All right. Dunn Edwards Sparta Shield eggshell finish. It's 100% acrylic paint. Okay. And I'm just gonna go right straight into the paint. So I'm not gonna be adding anything to the paint. Okay. So now I got my paint here, so I'm gonna switch this up here to my gun. Now I most likely have some water in the hose from my prior use when I cleaned it. So I definitely want to get that water out of there. Just a tiny bit of water, maybe an ounce or two, if that's okay. Manufacturer recommends up to about 8 ounces of water. I don't really like to add too much water other than a little bit. That gets in there when I'm setting up my pump. Alright, so I pretty much got all of the air out of my gun. So that's pretty much, turn that up. Alright, so I like to put my drops down first, and then I usually use my masker afterwards to spray the drops underneath the paper. So there's a little bottom areas fairly well. Take my time. Okay. Now continue. You can come over here, Julian,
All right, cool.
from behind me, and you can see. Get a little bit lower, show them how I'm masking off the metal stripping at the very bottom.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's difficult to do it with the paper and the roll of tape at the same time. So if it's a little hard for you to do it like this, you could just do a strip of tape first. Okay.
The rubber's fun over there, huh?
What's up?
The rubber's a little bit wacky.
Yeah, it's a little wacky here on the edges. It's all right though. That's why I tape the metal, not just the rubber. Right here, I gotta kind of like tape the rubber first, so that I make sure I got good. And then I use that roll of tape. I'll grab it just to enforce it. different spots. Doesn't blow up.
This guy top notch says easy 650 for that garage.
What's that?
The top notch says easy $650 for that garage.
Just to do the door?
Right, just to do the door?
Where did you live?
Right.
What are you talking about? Somebody said how much to do the garage?
No, somebody said it's an easy $650 for that garage. Someone else just said top notch $650 to paint it. That's crazy high.
Yeah. We charge about $350 to $400, depending if it has windows or not.
So user Tyler Brock Wash Share says rare to see painter white pants with paint on them, means you put in work.
Thank you. I try to get most of the paint where it needs to go. How many viewers I got?
18 right now.
Nice.
Steady.
Okay. Okay, I think we're ready. Okay, time to spray.
All right. This top notch guy again says we get $650 all day.
All day?
Yeah. And he says painters should have clean whites.
Yeah. Let me get my something to put over my face real quick.
Nice. Get a little mask.
Yeah, not that I'm gonna really need it too much, but just for okay. Alright, so I'm gonna use a 311 standard rack 5.
It's a 2. Okay, Top Notch, chill out. He just keeps talking shit about the pants being dirty. When you eat, do you get it all over yourself too? Kind of the same thing. King Tony's sitting here defending us. Thanks, King Tony. He says, if it's that good, then yes. You're probably while it all over your pants. Don't use a rag either. Be clean is the key. You should fix your vocab a little bit, buddy. I don't really know what you're saying.
So this is my last stop for today. The garage doors, if the sun is directly on that. That's why you gotta love AZ. If you ever want to come out here and do some.
Yes. Are you guys having paint shortages at Sherwin-Williams? It's bad here still.
Sherwin-Williams is bad, right? Because Sherwin-Williams is pretty much worldwide. However, I use Dunn Edwards products, which is a regional. So they mostly service like the Midwest to Western, up here to Sherwin-Williams. Like I said, they're regional, so their paints are made for the region that they sell them in.
Cool. So, yep.
And this is cool too. Dunn Edwards puts together a little customer card. So when I'm done here, I can leave whatever leftover paint as well as this formula. If the customer ever needs to match the paint in the future, they have the information that they need. So this is garbage. How many viewers I got?
55, 56.
Nice, right on. So if you're joining me right now, I am gonna post this live footage on my YouTube. It's also the Arizona Painter. If you want to check out my YouTube channel, I'll have this full live video posted on there probably within the next 24 to 48 hours. Being that it is live, if you're tuning in midway, what I've been doing is I prepped and painted this newly installed garage door to match the existing one. So I'm waiting for this first coat to dry, probably about another 10-15 minutes, and then I'll apply a second coat. I'll clean the pump, and we'll be on our way, and that'll be it for us today. So I appreciate you joining in. Feel free to hang out and follow along. If you have any questions, drop them. My cameraman Julian, as well as my partner, will ask me the question, and I'll answer them to the best of my knowledge. Again, I appreciate the support, so just follow me as I clean up a little bit while I wait for the door to dry up. Remember I was looking for this?
Oh yeah, found it.
Found it.
What paint you using? We're using Dunn Edwards. What kind, do you know? Dunn Edwards paint?
It's Dunn Edwards Sparta Shield eggshell finish. If you want to go over there real quick, you can check out the front of the can.
Let me peep out the can of paint real quick. This is it right here. Homemade chocolate is the color.
What's up?
I was just saying the color too. Homemade chocolate.
Homemade chocolate.
Oh, that's the Utah painter who's asking about the paint.
About the paint?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, 100% acrylic. It's perfect for garage doors, front doors, any kind of fiberglass, metal. It works great, withstands the temperatures. I'm not sure what Utah's weather is comparable to Arizona. I know you guys get a little bit colder up there, so always check the product and the specifications on the temperatures and when you can paint and when you should use them. And that goes for any product, Dunn Edwards, Behr, Sherwin-Williams. They're all specific to their different regions. We have different temperatures. You want to make sure you're doing that correctly, or you can have problems in the future.
Yeah, you said it's cold right now.
I bet, yeah. That's cool. Interior work. When it's cold, you do the interior work. So.
We got Southern Ontario painter. Hello from Ontario.
Hello, Canada, Ontario. Nice. Thanks for coming through. As you can see, I've just been painting this newly installed garage door. So
King Tony has been commenting. He's just says he works on houses in Arizona City, Casa Grande area.
Nice.
World of Paint LLC on Facebook.
Awesome, man. We'll be sure to check you out. Appreciate your support, following. If anybody has any questions, drop them in my Q&A. I'll try to make a video answering the questions. I'm going to try to go live more often so that I can, be hands-on. And then I'll be posting more of my long videos on my YouTube. It's also the Arizona Painter, so check it out. subscribe, hit the notification button. This way you know when I upload the longer videos. And this way you could reference back to them if you do actually, you know, if you're a do-it-yourselfer, if you're a painter, or anything like that. What happened to Hater, dude?
Oh, he's gone, long gone. Hater's gone.
Oh, okay.
Manuel says, for garage doors, I like to use Arista Shield. Keep up the good work.
Shield's good. Aristo Shield's good. It takes longer to dry. When it's colder out, I use the Sparta Shield. When it's hotter out, I tend to use the Aristo Shield. It has a little bit, because it's a urethane base, takes a little bit longer to dry, also at a hotter temperature to dry, so it's better to use on the door if you're painting in the summertime. So, you know, both great products. They're both pretty comparable. Use them for different things, so you keep up the good work.
Love the vids. Keep up the great work.
Appreciate the support.
Do you have merch? King Tony asks.
I have some hats and some stickers and stuff like that. If you hit me up, you know, with a message, drop me some of your info. I'll be sure to send you some stuff, some free merch. I got some stuff I could send out.
Comments
some
are
t-shirts.
Rolling in right now. We got. Do we clean out the spray rig on site or at home?
I clean it out on site if I can. If I can't clean it out on site, then yes, absolutely. When I get back to the shop, it's the first thing I do. However, most of the time I'm able to clean it on site. I can usually use a spigot, a hose outside of the house. I'm going to be cleaning up the sprayer here once I'm done here on site. So if you do stick around, or if you want to pop back in a little while, I'll be cleaning out the sprayer, and you could kind of get an idea of how I clean out my sprayer.
All right.
As well as, you know, check the video out later on YouTube, like I said.
Another question. Mm-hmm. When you spray garage door, do you get cracks when it opens?
No, it shouldn't crack when it opens. Once I apply the second coat, I'm gonna allow the homeowner to open it up, so this way it opens and dries open a little bit, and then we'll close it back up. But it shouldn't crack, not if you're using the correct spray tips with the correct pressure, and not, you know, caking on the paint, then it shouldn't crack. Sometimes the paint will crack if you're painting it and the surface is hot, because the paint, it obviously wants to shrink when it dries. If it's too hot and it's shrinking too fast, it will crack. So that might be your problem, is painting the surface while it's too hot or too cold, for that matter. So.
And we don't use direct to metal paint, do we? Do we use direct to metal paint, Hua Fizzle?
No, I wouldn't use direct to metal paint on a garage door.
It kind of has like a finish to it already. It's not like straight metal.
Yeah, plus this door already came primed from the factory.
All right.
So it already had a primer, so I wouldn't need to use like a direct to metal, because the metal's not exposed. So it's actually not a direct to metal. Direct to metal would be straight to metal. If you're not on the metal, you would have to sand down or sandblast to the metal in order to be direct to metal.
All right, and the spray tip we're using is a 311 and a 411, right?
Yeah, well, I'm using I use the 311 just for the edges at first, but my main tip that I use is FFLP 514 low pressure. It's a Rack 10 by Graco, and then I use the low pressure gasket, so the hole is smaller on my housing as well. I could probably show you. The hole in there is smaller, so the gasket that I have in here is for low pressure. And then this FFLP 514, that's fine finish, low pressure tip. So I get a fine finish. I don't get any spray tails or any spray fingers. And I can use a small pump at low pressure, and it still gives me the necessary pressure in order to use these type of tips. These tips go for about $45. I can use them probably on several projects, as long as I clean them properly and keep them stored properly when I'm not using them. They're reusable. They're also reversible, so if they get clogged, you can flip them around, get the clog out of them, and then you know, adjust them back into their place and spray with them again. So the first coat I sprayed vertical. Second coat I'm going to spray horizontal. So when I spray horizontal, I want my fan to be vertical. So with that, I want to adjust my housing and have the tip at the top of my gun. so that the fan is actually vertical. So my fan should be this way now, like that. And I'm going to spray from top to bottom, from bottom to top. So.
All right. Looking about dry enough. Look at that little bug.
Yeah, that happens. Little buggers, they get there. Yeah, I think it's dry.
All right, second coat. I bleed it. Sounds like it got air in the tubes or something.
Yep, there was just some air in there. So just had to bleed it. Should work now.
Little holiday right there. Just that little,
see it.
you see it? Cool. Nice. Looking good.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna ask the. So I want to demask this, so this way I can have the homeowner raise up the garage door.
I think she just opened the door.
Yeah.
Hello.
Could you just open it?
Yeah.
And then we'll close it back up just so I make sure it doesn't stick. So I have the homeowner just pretty much open it, make sure that it hasn't stuck dry. Perfect. Awesome. Cool. All right.
Good. Thank you.
All right.
All in one.
hours?
Right now it went down, but at one point we had like 150. Yeah. We're at like 22 right now, just chilling.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
22 is cool.
Trash can. All right, should we tell her again? You can get it.
Can hit it and step it over.
All right. The race. Oh, wrong one. Made it.
Cool. Golden. All right, let's clean this pump up. Let's put this stuff away real quick.
All right.
I didn't use these. I don't need this. Let me put this away. Put these away. Ooh.
I always try to flip on you.
First things first, we want to make sure we get all of any paint down. Basically clean it off. Okay.
Dump it into the clean.
Done with the paint.
Cool.
Okay.
like 60 people.
People just like to watch, huh?
Yeah.
How's everyone doing? Thanks for hanging out. I'm just cleaning my pump. So if you had questions earlier about me cleaning my pump on site, here's how I do it. A couple buckets of water. There you go, clean tips.
Just finished spraying this garage door. Matched it to the other little one. Looking good.
Tips are clean.
Got it.
Give my gun a nice little clean.
Oh yeah, good question. How is work out there? House washing Rick.
Work is busy out here all year round. I'm busy, so there's plenty of work out here. A lot of people moving here from all over the country.
Oh yeah, houses going up everywhere.
Houses going up everywhere, commercial, brand new builds.
Somebody just invited us to go live with him.
I don't know how that works.
Right? And then, all right.
Hey, what's that mean?
I don't know. I think like he could like pop up on the screen with you.
Yeah.
Just some random guy.
Maybe you don't know what he's doing.
Right.
All right, we're gonna clean these buckets here. We'll find somewhere to pour them out and the rocks over.
Says that's awesome that we got a lot of work. Same way here in Cookeville, Tennessee. Glad you guys are staying busy.
Thanks, man. Yeah. We are glad you're so busy.
Oh yeah. Thanks, man. Nice little river rocks to dump it out. Actually no, there's one over here. Yeah, right here.
Oh.
This spigot. Nice and clean. Matched it to this other garage here. What is your go-to interior paint?
Dunn Edwards has Sparta Wall, Sparta Zero, Suprema is good. If I have to use Sherwin-Williams products, I'll go with Super Paint Interior, or even Cashmere is pretty good. Okay.
Walk it out. Do you like Promar 200?
Not really.
Yeah.
It's for ceilings. I'll use it for ceilings. Promar 200 flat. Other than that, I don't recommend using it on anything that, you know, not. I mean, it's a contractor's grade paint. I think it's great for ceilings. That's pretty much it.
It kind of rubs off easy.
Yeah. Basically repainted a garage door. You can show them the garage door to match the little one over there on the end. Go ahead and get up close and personal with the door.
Yeah, it looks great from a house washing guy. Thanks.
We're just cleaning up here. We're gonna head out.
You want to close out while we have a good amount of viewers or not?
Yeah. So, once again, everyone, it's James, the Arizona Painter. I really appreciate all the support, all the followers. When I started doing this, I didn't think I'd end up with this many followers. So it's because of all of you that I continue to do this and put out these videos and you know, just try to educate, inspire, and you know, and learn as I go through my journey as a painter. So I just finished painting this garage door. I really appreciate you joining me. If you missed the process, be sure to check out the full video on YouTube. It's going to be uploaded probably within the next 48 hours. The Arizona Painter on YouTube. Be sure to check it out. Check out my Instagram, also the Arizona Painter. Once again, thanks so much for your support. Appreciate it. Have a great day.